Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sean, sometimes known as a beast, and this is just going to be a quick, just a little bit about what I've been listening to this week. Now, before I start with showing what I'm about to show, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that got involved with my controversial video that I put up last time. It's had more views than, I think I've only got one other video that was the metal tag from the start of the year that's had more views, and the amount of comments, and a lot of people that have never commented on any of my stuff before, everything was done respectfully. There were some fantastic points made by on both sides of the should you listen to that, should you not listen to that, should you show it, should you not show it. And I was quite pleased that Gordon over at the Blackened Hymns and Scott No Solution both did a video similar to mine in regards to, you know, what you should listen to, what you shouldn't listen to, and why they chose to do so. So again, massive thank you to everybody that got involved in that. To the new subscribers that came on the back of that, that's very much appreciated as well. Now, I suppose I could have done a, oh, let's keep going, let's keep pushing, let's do another controversial one, but then that would have missed the point of why I did that first initial video. Obviously I'm not the first person to do a controversial video, and I'm sure I won't be the last one, but it was interesting to hear people's takes on the bands that I showed, the albums that I showed, and just the controversial side of metal. Metal seems to have a lot more gatekeepers than any other genre of music. It seems to have a lot more elite personnel that think you can't listen to this without listening to this, which, to be fair, it's pretty nonsense really. Every single person is different, every single person has different listening tastes, and the reason we do these videos is to maybe turn somebody onto something that they maybe wouldn't listen to before. Anyway, we'll get on with these. First up is the latest release from 200 Stab Wounds. This is called Maniac Productions 2024 release. It's the second full length on Metal Blade Records. These gentlemen are death metal from the USA. This is an absolute masterpiece. For me, this is how modern death metal should sound. It's aggressive, it's powerful, it's the bass and rhythm section set like a really heavy solid platform for the guitar player, the vocals and everything else to sort of carry along from. The riffs are just unbelievable. The vocals are quite growled, but they're understandable. So you can hear everything that he's trying to say. You can hear the message, you know, he's trying to put across. And I mean, the artwork in itself is quite savage and quite brutal, and it matches the music. This is an absolutely stellar release. This has been spanned a lot since it came in. In it we get, with it being Metal Blade, we get the download code. So if anybody would like to steal that, I think the camera's going to focus on it, hopefully. There you go. So if you want to use that, please feel free to do so. It's only on good old fashioned black wax with the appropriate centre circles, centre labels even. Yeah, it'll feature highly on my album of the earliest. Like I say, it's modern death metal done really well, and yeah, it's just is it flawless? I wouldn't say it's flawless, but it's definitely worth a listen, and definitely deserves to be heard by plenty of people. Excuse me. So that's 200 stab wounds and their manual Maniac procedures from 2024. Next up is a band I was turned on to, or an album, sorry, I was turned on to by my good friend Dylan HM2 Powell. If you don't know who Dylan is yet, then you're missing out because he's an absolute geezer. His words, not mine, by the way. This is Denouncement Pyre and their album Forever Burning from 2022. This is their fourth full length on Agonia Records. This is Blackened Death Thrash from Australia. Now, this is ferocious. This is full of high-speed riffing that you would associate with black metal. You've got the drums that are blasting. The vocals are very, very tortured sounding. But there's parts of it that actually come across and you think, if you were to walk in and listen to that section, you say, oh, it's a death metal album. Or a different section thinking, oh, it's a thrash metal album. Altogether, it's just an ideal mix of styles that comes across as a really, really powerful release. In it we get the inner sheet, which has artwork on that side, which is very difficult to read. Red on black, you know, it's not an ideal combination. This side we have, woo, the lyrics, not the thickest cardstock in the world, by the way. The album again is the proper colour for vinyl, black wax. Excuse me again. Bits of bugs hanging around in the air. But yeah, this is, it was the first, it's the only album I own by them, and Dylan mentioned them to me several times and said, you know, you need to hear it, I think you'll enjoy it. And he was right. Knows his stuff, that lad. He's not all just HM2 soaked filth. Well, 99% of it is though. But yeah, so if you've never heard these, it's worth giving it a listen. Denouncement Pyre and Forever Burning from 2022. Now this next album was shown by Rger, and if you know Rger, you know he doesn't show rubbish. He does show things that's got shiny covers though, so if this glares I do apologise. This is Misotheist, I think that's how you say it, and the album title is Vessels by Which the Devil is Made Flesh. This is another 2024 release. It is their third full length on Territor Possessions. This is black metal from Norway. Now this is only 3 tracks, but don't let that fool you, because this is 3 tracks of absolute superb music. Now again, this is the only thing I own by them. I will definitely be buying or delving into their discography. It's just absolutely superb. It's claustrophobic at times. It's very dissonant sounding in sections. The vocals sort of range between, they're quite distressful. Distressful, is that even a word? Distressing. Yeah, distressing, not distressful. But the mesmeric as well, it sort of, it gets its talons into you and it doesn't let go. There's like a lowish growl to the vocals at times as well. That sounds really, really troubled and anguished and painful and hurt. The production on this is really clean and crisp, and it sort of, it helps create the ambience in it. Now in this you get a nice art print card type thing with some words on the back. We also get a superb booklet, which, if I can get it open, this is proper thick card stuff, has a lot of almost like old school medieval type artworks in it. It's really, really, really well released, really good release, sorry. Really well packaged and everything. We also get the artwork on that side. I can't tell if you can see it or not. And the artwork on that side. This could quite possibly end up in a frame, to be fair, because it is absolutely superb. And it matches the music fantastically. This, yet again, is black wax with quite plain centre labels, but the music's definitely cannot be classed as plain at all. This is absolutely superb. Like I said, if you don't know who Rger Johansson is and you're watching my channel, then you're definitely missing out, because that guy, he knows his stuff, and he doesn't show rubbish at all. I would say 99.9% of what Roger shows is stuff that I would love to have in my collection. Obviously it's not always achievable because it's difficult to get over into the UK, but I don't think I paid too much for this, really. You know, maybe a little bit postage wise, but well worth it. Absolutely superb release. So that is misotheist, somebody theist, and Vessels by Which the Devil is Made Flesh. And the last one for this little update is different Rger. Rger Johansson is pretty prolific in the death metal scene, and this is one of his projects called House by the Cemetery. This is Rise of the Rotter from 2021. This is the debut full length on Pulverized Records. This project it's death metal, obviously. It's a mix between the USA and Sweden, so quite an international feel to it. This is just HM2 soaked death metal. It's not trying to do anything different, it's not trying to redefine the genre, it's not trying to be overly clever. If you've heard of any Rger and his other projects, you sort of know what to expect. The guitars are thick and heavy sounding, the drumming is quite frenetic, the bass is savage, and again it sets that sort of that level for everything else to build from. If you're not a fan of HM2 death metal, this probably won't change your mind. However, if you are a fan of HM2 death metal and you haven't heard this yet, I would highly recommend giving it a spin. The inner card has Rger and, who was the other gentleman, does it say? Mike Rubiak, and the drums by Matthias Phoebe. Apologies to any of the gentlemen whose names I've just absolutely butchered. Inside we get the lyrical content. Colour wise, 4 from 4, nice black wax. But yeah, this is a solid release. I know Mark G with a C showed their second album, and the name of it escapes me at the moment. But yeah, this is really good HM2 death metal. What can you say? So that's it, it's just a quick one this time. Again, thanks to everybody that got involved with the controversial video. Hopefully the new subscribers find something interesting in some of these more run-of-the-mill type updates and stuff. If there's anything you've enjoyed or anything you want to talk about, please pop down into the comments. The interactions, like I said, the interactions with the last one were superb, and it made me realise that going forward, if you can put your message across succinctly without being bombastic or an arsehole, then the chances are you get decent feedback and if there is somebody that disagrees with you and it's done respectfully and you can talk about it rather than just say, no, you're a dickhead, you shouldn't show that, all the better. If you've enjoyed it, fancy giving me a thumbs up, it'd be very much appreciated. We've got Massacre in the weekend in Manchester with some of the other VC members. I think Mark G with a C is going to be there, Johnny Mac, Rock and Metal Plus, Simon, Beardy Red Viking. I think that's all that's going. I mean, obviously there'll be more people than just us four there. Would be a good night though. So yeah, on that note, we'll finish it up. Thanks if you stuck with me to the end. Look after each other, enjoy whatever it is you're doing on the weekend, and as always, cheers!